everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a free bonsai turntable. So first I'm going to be showing you guys the things you'll need and then the step-by-step process. So first I'm going to be showing you guys what's the most important thing you'll need is a turning stool or a chair that has a swivel plate. If you guys don't have one of these, you could probably go to Lowe's and get a swivel plate. A swivel plate is like a plate that turns. You can see this box right here. Plate. Or what I did is I had this old chair laying around. It's pretty ripped up, as you guys can see right here, and it's pretty much garbage. So instead of throwing it away, I'm going to repurpose it. Or if you guys don't have a chair, you could go out on garbage day, and people are usually throwing these out and stuff like that. So you'll need something that has a swivel plate. So there's actually 3 ways we could create a free turntable out of this stool. So first way, what you could do is remove the swivel plate completely out of the stool and get 2 pieces of plywood and screw it on that way, and that's going to create a pretty short turntable that you guys could use on your counter or computer table. Second way is what we could do is remove the back and the cushion part and use our own plywood that we could screw onto the turn plate and repurpose the legs. And the third way we're going to do, I think I'm going to do, is remove the back piece and remove the cushion, but still use the wood that's in the seating portion. That's going to be, I think, easiest. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to remove this back piece if you want to use your own plywood, and then repurpose the wood that's already, the plywood that's already on there. So the tools you'll need usually is a Allen key. My screw size is 532. That's to remove the bottom piece. These 2 come out. But if you're going to use the plywood that's already on here, what I recommend is get a box cutter to cut all around here and then remove that piece to repurpose the seat and the wood. So there's less materials that are going to be wasted. So before showing you guys the other 2 ways, I'm going to show you guys the swivel plate. If you could see the silver/gold plate, the square plate, you'll just unscrew these 4 screws. That's going to remove this, and unscrew the 4 screws on top. That's going to remove this, and that's going to leave you with a swivel plate. But what I'm going to be showing you guys is removing the cushion. I'm going to use a box cutter, like I said, and cut around here. And I'm going to repurpose the plywood that's already on here and remove the back. So what I'm doing right now is just removing the cushion part, but as you can see, there isn't actually a piece of plywood. So what I'm going to have to do is remove this top portion, because I thought this had the plywood right here, but all it had was this cushion. So I'm going to show you guys how to remove the top piece. To remove the top piece, it's pretty easy. What I'm all going to do is remove these 4 screws. See right here? There's going to be a washer and a lock washer with that. You could also repurpose these screws if you don't have any. See, there's a washer right here. There's going to be 4 of these on the top piece. So as you can see, I removed that, and I'm here left with this right here. What I could also do is use this circular brace as a template and make a plywood piece that could cut this, or I could also just put a plywood square or a circle and then just use that as a turntable. Like I said, you could remove these 4 screws and use only the swivel plate. So what I'm gonna do now is I took the circular brace that you guys seen previously. I took it apart and cut a circular piece from that base, but I cut it a little bit bigger so it's easier to turn the table. So now I have this circular piece cut, and what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I have outlined these X braces because what I'm gonna use the screwing positions for the stool where it was already. And what I'm gonna do is, so this is the bottom piece that's gonna go right here, and I have just outlined it. I measured it, so it's gonna be 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. For this next step, what you guys will need is a drill with a Phillips head, or the head that you guys are gonna use for your screw. I'm using these types of screws that has a Phillips, wood glue, a measurement tape, and marker. So like I said, I already have the outline of this brace. What I'm going to do next is put some wood glue on it. So as you guys can see, I have applied the wood glue. It's a little bit cold here in Chicago. It just rained, or I mean snowed. So I'm going to line it up just like that. And I'm going to take my screws and just, not fully, just screw it in so it holds in place. Like that. And another one right here. That is just to hold the wood in place. There's no holes on the other side, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is, I already applied glue right there and then put that there, but before I'm going to put the glue here. I'm not a professional, so if you guys have a better way, please let me know in the comments. I'm just a hobbyist, I guess. So since you have that in place now, I'm just gonna screw this in so it holds and glues it. Not too tight. Like that. What I'm gonna do is turn it around. So as I let the wood glue dry, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a small screw and just screw it in the middle to hold the brace together, even though it's not gonna come off. There we go. So mind you, I'm using all these screws that have come out of the stool. I have not bought any hardware. And yep. So that's gonna dry. You go clean the little bits of wood glue up. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna later on screw from right here, right here, right here, right here. So what I've done now is I removed the screws that were already here and placed some new screws here. And as you can see, the wood did split, so I don't think that's gonna really have an effect. But now we're gonna put it together. So what I'm gonna do now is I place the tabletop on the floor upside down, and I'm gonna use the Allen key and the already provided screws. So first I'm gonna line up my legs and the swivel plate, and you can see that is aligned, and I'm just gonna screw this right in place. Also, you could just wait for the wood glue to dry and do this, or you could just do it right now like I did, but the weather is unpredictable here in Chicago, so as you can see, I have that all ready. And now here's your turntable. So now that we have finished our project of making our free bonsai turntable, some improvements you could do to this table is stain it and coat a few layers of polyurethane to save and protect the wood. But even though if we don't do that, this plywood's going to last a long time before it starts to rot. You can see I'm going to spin this around. It spins very easily. As you can see. Some people might say this is too short, but what you could do is put this on top of table or like a counter so you have it on eye level standing up. Or if you don't want this design, what you could do is cut a square or circular piece and put it underneath the swivel table by removing the legs. It's super easy to do that. And yeah, I think this is perfect for me. What else you could do is you could make like little, if you could screw in some pieces and put your tools here or tools on the bottom, because you could see there is a little shelf right here, and you could place your tools. As you can see, this works really good. You could just spin it, and if you want, you could put it in higher places if you don't want to sit on the ground or on a computer chair. So I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe, and if you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, please let me know. Thanks.